Hello, it's me, Brennan Burns, aka Ratty Roughman from YouTube, and I'm not gonna be doing another DVD review. I'm just gonna talk about, you remember the first time that you ever went to a movie theater, or the first movie you ever saw in a theater, especially when you were a kid. Mine was, just as I remember it correctly, was 1993. It was The Addams Family Values, the sequel to The Addams Family. You remember with Raul Julia, Christopher Lloyd, Angelica Houston, blah blah blah. But the sequel, the one that had Joan Cusack in it. I remember when the first scene when she was having the baby purebird and saying, the hand saying when he was rollerblading. Everybody was laughing in the theater. I always remember that because my step grandpa Mason, my step grandpa Mason Burns, he passed away the next year in February of 1994 of a heart attack, and I really do miss him dearly. But he took me there. We didn't stay long because I didn't want to stay there for some reason, and we left. And I remember him telling me, you're not supposed to leave while you're watching the movie. You have to wait till the movie is over. But I was a kid then, so I didn't. I just didn't like. I was impatient. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, what else? Because of personal issues, I didn't really go to movie theaters. Not a lot of them, but the next movie I saw in a theater was years later in 2000. It was Big Mama's House, and I was in foster care for a while. I already told you guys that story. Yeah, while I was in the foster system, I was staying with this family when my foster mother's sister, she took her kids to see Big Mama, and I was invited along. Yeah, so I saw Big Mama's House in the theater, and everybody was laughing, especially where Big Mama was about to take a shower. Martin Lawrence saw her big butt, especially at the end when they were fighting, like when the real Big Mama said not in Big Mama's house, and where she when she tripped and Anthony Anderson had that gun. He said, "Oh shit!" And they both hit on the land. Everybody was laughing like crazy. I always remember that in the theater. And the next movie I saw in the theater was Johnny English, starring Rowan Atkins, Mr. Bean, and Johnny English. It's an okay movie, but it's not my all-time favorite. I will always like Mr. Bean better. Maybe I'm more into comedy films, horror films, than action and drama films. And occasionally I do like sci-fi a little bit. What was the next movie I saw? Oh yeah, it was Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, that everybody was talking about that movie when that came out. Freddy versus Jason. Yes, I was rooting for Freddy Krueger to win. I like Jason. I just like Freddy better. Ironically, I didn't see a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. When I was a kid, I always saw the Friday the 13th movies. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when I was a kid, I really didn't like Jason Goes to Hell. But, I still think it's an okay movie, but I didn't watch the rest of the movie. I just saw some of it. To me, Jason Goes to Hell wasn't really a Friday the 13th movie, even though it didn't say Friday the 13th. It was Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. And like I said, I didn't watch Freddy Krueger. I know the ending of Jason Goes to Hell, where Freddy's hand reaches the mask, Jason's mask, hockey mask. But even then, I really wouldn't know. I really wouldn't be excited since I didn't know who Freddy Krueger was back then. I know who he was. Was into his movies at the time. But yeah, also, I remember I went with my mother, her boyfriend. They're both deceased now. They really are both deceased now. And a buddy of mine named Zach. It was actually though I was having some problems back then, I still like going to the movie to see Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, I know I'm sounding slow because I'm slow in the head, but yeah, I did have a good time when I went to the theater to see that movie that night. Because that theater we went to when I saw Freddy vs. Jason, that got torn down, and they built a Texas Steakhouse, I think. I'm sorry. And the original theater when I saw the Addams Family values, And the Rockingham section that got torn down. I think in what was it, 2000? It got torn down. Yeah, when they were 2001 when they it was near a Kmart, and that Kmart they tore it down to build a Lowe's there. So again, missing my childhood for some reason, even though I didn't like my childhood very much. But what else? Well, I mean, what other movie did I saw after Freddy vs. Jason? Oh yeah, it was 2007 Hairspray, the remake of Hairspray, which I did actually like seeing John Travolta in drag. Yeah, Amanda Bynes was in that movie. I know she's got issues now, like any celebrity does, but yeah, Hairspray I did like because I do like comedy musicals. Yeah, what was it? Hairspray. Oh yeah, then I went to see that new Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Hold on, let me see if I can pronounce it right again. Harold and Kumar go escape to Guantanamo Bay. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, I saw that was actually a good movie. Actually, I like Harold Kumar Go to White Castle better. I didn't see the other Harold Kumar movie. Just I always like White Castle. It's funny when I was at the theater. It was very late night. Not a lot of people were at the theater except for this one guy and his wife or girlfriend. Sorry. Anyway, after that, what did I say after that? What did I say after that? Oh yeah, I just saw the new Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. Not the first one, the sequel. Alvin and the Chipmunks 2. Then not a lot of people saw that either, but just a mom and her two daughters or kids. Maybe let's just say it was just a mom and her kids, but that movie I did kind of like because I liked the cartoons growing up. But I'm not into CGI movies, especially when they were making it with cartoon scenes from the 80s. You know what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm not a fan every time they remake cartoons into movies nowadays. Now, they did that Jim movie. I didn't really see Jim, the cartoon series, in the 80s. I've seen it now, and I kind of like it. I don't know if the movie is still good or not. Anyway, what movie did I saw after that? No, it was The Haunted of Connecticut. That movie was okay. It was supposed to, be based on a true story. Who knows? But it was about this kid. He sees spirits in the house. I think I'm trying to remember the plot, and he learns that a young kid and this old man, which was trying to communicate with the dead, and everything went wrong, and that's basically it. And the next movie I saw was the remake of Poltergeist, and I think that was the last movie I ever saw in the theater. The remake, I don't know how many people feel about the remake. I liked it because that actress who was on the show Frasier as a male, now his former girlfriend, and she was also in the movie you know, Father of the Bride Part 2. And I forget her name, but the remake is kind of okay to me, but nothing can compare to the original, where the late Heather O'Rourke says they're here, and they said it in the remake too. And a lot of people were liking the remake very much. I still think the original was better. Anyway, that's it. I just felt like talking about telling you guys the. Oh God, here we go again. Let me start over. Yeah. I just felt like making a video about telling you guys about me as a kid going to see movies in the theater, because I mostly stayed at home and watch new movies on VHS or HBO and Cinemax, blah blah blah. But do you remember the first time that you were a kid and you went to a theater? You probably thought, "Oh, where am I? Where am I?" Because in this day and age, if you was born in the late '80s and early '90s, you grew up doing a VCR DVD player, even a laser disc and beta. You're probably used to watching movies or recording shows from the TV. But when you went to that movie theater, when the first time you ever went to a theater, especially if you were a 5-year-old little kid, you thought it was spectacular. Spectacular. Sorry, let me start over. You thought it was spectacular. Yes, and please forgive me. I do sound like a dumbass. I'm slow. I got bad speech. I got a speech problem and I'm just slow in the head. I don't sound right. I know I sound like a fucking idiot, but I can't help it. I love doing making these videos, doing these videos for you guys. Anyway, as I said, I'm about to end this video, and please subscribe to my channel. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. Please subscribe to my channel. I need more subscribers. I just need more subscribers. I need more subscribers. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Oh, and if you're watching this video in the comment section, please tell me what was the first movie you ever saw as a kid. What theater was it, and what movie did you ever saw as a kid if you remember it correctly. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.